Hello friends, as in last lecture we have seen basics about the object oriented programming language, also the different uh, between procedure oriented programming language and object oriented programming language. Now in this lecture we will see the different fundamentals of object oriented programming language, that is what are the different basic things inside the object oriented programming language. So first of all we will see the basic things in the programming, that is the namespace. Here namespace is nothing but, as its name gives, the particular region or the particular scope for storing variables, functions, or whatever the different types of declaration part inside the programming. To store this type of identifiers, variables, or functions, or different types of data which require the space that is provided with the help of this namespace. So for example, same name in college classroom, you can refer. Multiple namespaces blocks with the same name are allowed inside the program. Then here you can observe with the help of program, that is after the header file inclusion using namespace std, that gives the particular area or the particular space for storing the functions or the variables. In this example here, the commented part, that is first namespace, and inside that namespace first underscore space, this is the namespace provided for storing the void function. Inside this we have written cout inside first space. That particular space provided for this void func is nothing but by namespace standard. Also same thing for second example, that is second namespace second space. Inside that again same function, that is void func, and we have written cout inside second space. Okay, then we'll see the second fundamental about the object oriented programming language, that is nothing but class and object. This is the very important feature, you can say, about the C++ or object oriented programming language. So first we'll see what is the class. Class is nothing but the collection of different types of methods and data. Data is nothing but the data member that you can declare with the help of different variables, and methods is nothing but the functions. So it is the combination of data members as well as member function. And for accessing all these things, that is nothing but data members as well as member function, with the help of object you can access it. So everything in C++, it is associated with the classes and objects along with its attributes and methods. For example, in real life a car is an object. The car has attributes such as weight, color, and methods such as drive and brake. So you can consider the data members like car's weight, car's color, and methods is nothing but the function that you can consider as a drive type and brake type. So attribute and methods are basically variables and functions that belongs to the class. These are often referred to as a class member, and a class is user defined data type that we can use in our program, and it works as an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. So let's see how this declaration of the class and how object is also declared. So in this example we can check how the syntax is used to create the class. So first see, to declare a class keyword is required. Okay, that class keyword is necessary, and after that you can any user defined name provide for the class name. So class and then class name, it is the syntax, and then open curly brace and close curly brace. Inside that you can provide the definition for this class. So in this example, class is a keyword and my class is the name of that class, and inside that class we have declared a access specifier, that is public, then colon, and then int my num, that is one attribute, or you can say variable we have declared with the name as of my number, and its type is a integer, and then close curly brace semicolon. Here the class definition is over. Then we'll see how to create the object. So here again the specified part related to that class, we are not going to repeat this part. So just see the main function, that is integer main function. As we know, the main function inside the object oriented programming language is always with integer. So integer main, then we are going to write the definition for this main function, and inside that we can create the object with the help of syntax. That is, the syntax is nothing but your class name and again any user defined name for that object. Any name you can provide for a object name. So here my class is a class name and my obj is a object name. So my class, my obj semicolon. Here we have created an object for this my class. Then you can access the attributes as well as functions with the help of this object name. So here our object name is my obj. So you can see here my obj dot my num equals to 25. That is, my num is an integer variable which we have declared inside the class definition. So here you can see my obj and then dot operator we have used to access this integer variable, and we are going to assign the 25 value for this variable. So see, again we are going to print this value. So see out my obj dot my num semicolon and return 0. This prints the 25 as an output. Okay, I think it is sufficient regarding class and object creation. Then we will see third fundamental, that is data members and member functions. As we have seen the definition of class, that is nothing but it is a collection of data members as well as member function. So we will see the variables which are declared inside any class by using any fundamental data type like your integer, character data type, float data type, or derived data type like class, structure, pointer, etc. are known as data member. In simple language, that is whatever the variables you are declaring inside the class, that is nothing but the data member. And the functions which are declared either in private section or public section are known as member function. That in simple language, the whatever the functions you are declaring, that is nothing but the member function, and that's showing the properties of that particular object. Okay, then there are three types of data members or member functions in C++. First one, private member, then public members, and third one, protected members, which particularly works inside the inheritance. That means this type of data members you can declare. Also you can say these are nothing but the access specifier. According to this access specifier, you can do the security for particular data. Then here we will see one by one, that is the private member. Then the members which are declared in the private section of the class, that is using the private access modifier, are known as private member, and these private members can also be accessible within the same class in which they are declared. Then second one, public members. The members which are declared in public section of the class using public access modifier are known as public member. public members can access within the class and outside of the class by using the object name of the class in which they are declared. And the third one, that is the protected members, normally used in the inheritance for intermediate level of security. At security purpose, this protected member is used. Then some of the special features that provided with the object oriented programming language, that is nothing but we'll see one by one. First one, data encapsulation. As you have known about the capsule, you know about the difference between capsule and tablet. That is, capsule is nothing but the combination of more than one type of material, and tablet is a single type of material is used. So here encapsulation states that data members and member functions you are binding together in a single unit, that is nothing but the encapsulation. So here code and data you are togetherly binding. For example, it is wrapped within the different medicines. So here you can observe the figure. Here encapsulation and data hiding. Here class is there, and inside that class member variables and functions are there, and inside you can declare either private section or public section, or both the section you can use. Then second feature, data abstraction. This is the very interesting feature or very useful feature that provided by the C++ or OOP. Hiding internal details and showing the functionality is known as abstraction. And for example, phone call, we don't know the internal processing. In C++, use abstract class and interface to achieve this abstraction. Then here you can observe with the help of this class, that is the car class is there, and inside that different methods are there. Fuel method is there, then set speed method is there, get speed method is there, drive method is there, and these different attributes like fuel and max speed is there. But you can hide the particular car details and only the features you can observe. Then third feature, it is also very important features from object oriented programming language, that is inheritance. When one object acquires all the properties and behaviors parent object, that is known as inheritance. It provides code reusability and it is used to achieve runtime polymorphism. The best example for inheritance is nothing but our family hierarchy diagram is there. Our grandparent have our father and father and uncle. These are the next generation. Then we are the third generation. That is, here you can observe class A is the base class and it inherits the class B. That means our grandparent inherits our parents and our parent inherits we. So these are the derived class. The next, polymorphism. Polymorphism is also one of the interesting features that's supported by object oriented programming language. When one task is performed by different ways, that is also known as polymorphism. That is, many ways are there. So for example, to convince the customer differently to draw something, that is shape or rectangle, etc. In C++, we use function overloading and function overriding to achieve the polymorphism. Here animal class are there, and they are having the same property, that is sound, but this sound is different types of sounds with dog, cat and duck. Okay, so many ways, these are the many ways. Okay, then remaining part we will cover inside the next lecture. So thank you all of you.